Hey everyone, this is Sean Powell with Traffic Monsoon, and I just had a thought this morning that I thought would be really nice to work on, and it's 10 reasons why you aren't making it in Traffic Monsoon. And y'all, I can already tell you, you could probably think of more reasons, but these are the ones that I could think of that are the number one reason. And to be honest, any of one of them can severely hurt your damage or hurt your business, or even keep you from moving forward at all. First of all, let me introduce myself. If you don't know who I am, that's me. I'm the bigger guy, 43 years old. My name is Sean Powell. I was in restaurants for a long time, 26 years, a quarter of a century. It's my little boy who just turned 9 years old. Matter of fact, a few days ago. His name is Adam, and he's really enjoyed me being free from a job. I've been free for almost a year now. It is April the 15th, if you look at the bottom right, and just thought it'd really help everybody if I talked a little bit about things that I know that are going to hurt you in online business, and things that you should be doing and applying to really help you out. So let's go ahead and get started. Number one thing, y'all, I can tell you when it comes to online business is a lack of applying action. It is simply not getting seen. Okay? Now, a lot of people get confused with this. And, and to be honest, I can be involved with Traffic Monsoon, or any business for that matter, all day long, playing on my computer, but how much action is being applied to getting seen by people who are not in the business? Okay? Now, if you are really, really true to yourself, ask yourself, how much time are you spending in the Facebook group for the business that is full of people who are already there? Okay? Now, understand, I don't want you to get confused thinking that you shouldn't be there. Reach out to, I don't think that I'm supposed to be in there. I'm not saying you don't supposed to be there. I'm saying don't get confused with applying action to getting out and getting seen and bringing people in your business for sitting in a Facebook group being a cheerleader with everybody else. And believe me, they are both important, but one's going to line your pockets full of money a little better than the other. To be honest, y'all. Now, you want to get seen. He could be the best of anything. I could have Miss America, in the house right here. She'd be future Miss America, but if she don't get out and never get seen, how are they ever going to know who she is? You know what I'm saying? You just got to get out and apply action. To me, applying action can mean Facebook. It could mean YouTube. It could mean Craigslist. It could mean solo ads. It can mean rev shares. I don't care what it is, as long as you're applying action to get seen. Now, in the previous business I was in, if I didn't nail something else on the head, anything else on the head, that was it. Okay? And the number one problem people have, and I've said it so many times lately, is they're scared to apply action because they don't think they know everything yet. And y'all, I keep telling you, the answer is yes. You need to apply action. Yes, you need to apply action when you don't know everything you're doing, because you're going to learn, and there's no other better way to learn, and it's going to stick in your brain than getting out there and applying action and learning why you're doing that. Okay? So point blank period, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if you're not applying action, you're not going to make it. Okay? I don't care what you are, who you are, where you're from, how many, it just doesn't matter. If you're not applying action in some way, form, or fashion to get out to the people, you're not going to make it. Okay? Again, you do not have to know everything about Traffic Monsoon to apply action. All you got to do is just get out there and start telling people that you're excited about it. Show them. Get on Facebook, get on YouTube, get on whatever you got to do, and learn as you go. Okay? If you apply action while you're out, if you apply action while you're learning, everything's going to make sense. And listen, you are going to screw up. Okay? I don't care what you do, there's going to be some mess ups. And not only that, while you're applying action, you'll learn the gaps that take place, y'all. You understand, hey, I just sponsored this guy. He signed up directly at Traffic Monsoon. What am I supposed to do now? He's supposed to be underneath me. Now, two things. Number one, find out what you need to do to fix that, because you'll be educating yourself and you can help your downline. And number two, I'd be asking myself, what can I do to help this not happen again? And I'm not going to say it won't happen again, but I'm just saying that's what you do as an entrepreneur in a real business world. Why would it be any different here? It's not. That's what I'm telling you. While applying action, screwing up at times, you're going to learn just as much, if not more, sometimes from the screw-ups than anything else. Then implement that into your business. It is common sense. And so many people think that somebody's supposed to be there to tell you the answer for everything, and they're not. No one's going to give you the answer for every little bit, fragment, stuff. Learn on your own and have the answers yourself, and then you be more valuable for your downline as well. Okay? Enough said about this, I guess. I think you get the point. It's very, very important. Remember, it's number one for a reason. Okay? Number two, your timeline and staying focused. I'm going to show you something, y'all. This is my Facebook timeline. Okay? You can scroll down here as far as you want to go. You see Traffic Monsoon. You see, here's a quote: "Trying to do two things at once will not do both justice." Buster Keaton, 1924. Okay, the reason I'm talking about that is because people have a tendency to not stay focused, and they go from business to business to business to business. And that quote right there, to me, means a lot. That's the reason I put it there. I even wrote this. Have you ever noticed that in any field, a true genius knows the answers on how to master it? Even the 1924 comedian film genius, Buster Keaton. Little things I'd noticed. Some things going on with Traffic Monsoon that I felt like downline should have known. Some other things, basically, that's what I'm saying. Just staying connected, man. How do I get my documents approved immediately? And these ain't even mine. I'm using Miss Robin Hoffman. She's the one that created this. This Miss Abby, she wrote something really good right here. She's a really sweet lady. She's really good for Traffic Monsoon. I can tell you, she's as valuable as anybody in Traffic Monsoon. She's very, very valuable. One of the admins for the official Traffic Monsoon Facebook group. Here's another one. I don't have to put all this content out. Here's my little boy at a birthday party. I do post some stuff up there to show people I'm human. Let's see, Traffic Monsoon pending. Lately, I've been using a lot of other people's stuff. This is my own, right here, downline, and anyone that matters, taking advantage of these great cache links. And y'all, the reason why you want to use cache links is because your downline's going to see the same. Okay, y'all, I can go and go and go and go. This is a page I made for someone else in Power Lead Systems. It only took about 3 minutes. This is, do you have a routine for your downline? I wrote this one myself. This means they're signed up underneath. They're signed up underneath you in Traffic Monsoon. Great, but what now? I have learned that it's crazy important timelines connect with new people, and this is exactly what I do. Doesn't mean that somebody has to do it, but a lot of people I thought really appreciate it. I put this. Also share some of my stuff in some of the open Facebook groups. These are some of the diamonds I have gotten. This isn't even all of them. I didn't know that. I've gotten 71 diamonds in the last year. I've gotten 24 or 26 in the last 30 days. And this is me reaching 100 active members. A milestone or a goal that was reached. This is me buying a new set of tires that was $600 and putting on my truck from one day of referral commissions recently. And I think you see the point here. Traffic Monsoon, applying action, giving value and results. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. I am a beacon for Traffic Monsoon. Okay, I am a beacon for Power Lead Systems. Anybody wants to know how do I do Traffic Monsoon? The answer is Power Lead Systems. And I mean that's my whole point. The timeline here is going to be the business I'm doing. Now let me explain something to you. The strength of this alone. You can go back to my very first day in Traffic Monsoon, scroll all the way down. You'll see me with 51 ad packs on day one and $18 in my account balance. Okay? Now understand that I've been transparent from day one. Now why am I transparent? And why am I staying focused? And why is it that I posted on day one when I only had $18 in here? Number one, I want people to know that I'm excited about something new. Okay? Now on my timeline, and understand this is a little different when it comes in the Facebook world of posting in groups that are, work from home, work at home, and blah, 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 stuff like that. On your timeline, I want to be a beacon for Traffic Monsoon. I want people to see me. I want them to know that I'm consistent, not just day one, a month later, 2 months later, 3 months later. I don't care if there's roadblocks. I don't care what it is. I'm not leaving. I'm not jumping boat. I'm going to ride it out. Okay? To me, That's what your downline needs to see. Now, if I've got a friend who's making $5,000 his very first month in another online business, well, great. I hope him well. But to be honest, I'm not going to jump boat. I'm going to stay focused to where I'm at, y'all. When you believe in a business, you don't go from business to business to business. What it's going to do is it's going to confuse your downline. All right, and on top of that, it's going to come to a point. I think a lot of leaders have a tendency that they will milk the cow and then kill it. I've said it before in other videos, and I mean it, y'all. There's just number one thing I want me and my sponsor to do is both be really good at what we do and believe in. And that way other people can tell it. And you know what? They can come to me with questions and I'll know the answers because I've put the time in. I've educated myself. I went out there and I applied action and I've learned things. I may know things that other people don't know. That's what I'm saying. And y'all, by applying action, you really learn how to make things work for you. And that's really the magic to Traffic Monsoon or any business, is that when you believe in something, you apply action. When you don't know what you're doing, you learn by making it work for you. And what I do, the path I take, let's say that paradise is right here in this big open area, but we've got to go through the thatch and the thickness of the woods, not even woods, I'm talking about a jungle, and all we got is a machete. And there goes Frank Calabro, my sponsor, but he's taking his route, right? Okay. Well, you can follow that if you like. Doesn't mean that you can necessarily go exactly where he's going, but you can take that route. You can learn from it. You can watch what he's doing. You can watch what I'm doing. Frank does solo ads. That's all he basically does. He does email, he's real big in emails. You can watch that and learn from him, okay? I do Facebook and YouTube. That's all I've done. I really have ever done. You can watch me make my path. Or you can make your own path and learn from both of us. The whole point is, as long as you're still moving and you keep getting out, applying action is every swing of that blade of the machete going through that thatch. And paradise is sitting over there because the leaders are telling you. They're showing you. They're saying, here it is. It's right here, y'all. But you're not going to get there if you don't start taking steps in the right direction. And that's why action's number one on my list. You can screw up and point the wrong way, head the wrong way in the jungle if you want, but if you're still moving, you're going to find your way. I'm telling you. But anyhow, in Facebook, when I'm doing like work at home or work from home or anything like that, I don't post Traffic Monsoon. I don't want people to know because people automatically they assume they already know something or understand something they don't. And to me, while laying out, this is Traffic Monsoon, blah, 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 it has a tendency that people are just going to override you. And it's just a whole different technique for getting people into business. So to me personally, posting in those Facebook groups, work at home, work from home and stuff like that, I don't tell people what I'm doing yet because I want them to see it and then understand what I'm doing. And that way it takes out the assumption that they know what I do when they really don't. If you don't believe me, look at Amway from years ago, y'all. So many people used to go see Amway and then they were excited. Wow, this is incredible. And then they found out it was Amway. And they really realized that they didn't know what Amway was really about. And so many people like that. So that's really why I do it. But it's your timeline, yes, sir. I want to be, the big lighthouse with a light shining saying Traffic Monsoon. That's really what you want. Okay, let's get going here. But that's very important also, y'all. Staying focused again. You want your people to see 6 months from now that you haven't jumped to 5 different businesses. Okay, because being stabilized in one point is real strong. You would think that way in the when you put in an application for a real job, right? Would you rather have somebody who's staying focused at one for the last 10 years or one that's had 16 jobs? You see what I'm saying? It really is a focal point. It's just the answer. It's just the answer, without a doubt. Number 3, active in your business Facebook groups. Okay. Now that for us is going to be, let me see here. Okay. I think it just clicked and messed me up. I'll see what happened here. Maybe it'll take me in the right place. Nope. That's what I figured. It swapped on me right when I went to click it. It's alright. Sorry about this. When I do videos, it really taxes this computer for some reason. Well, I may have to give up on it waiting. Let's see here. Alright, maybe it'll get there this time. Alright. Now, I post, some people just post a couple of times a day. Okay. I personally, I like to try to put as much in here as I can. You know, and if I see a good comment about here and here or something like that, then I'll post in here. You know, whatever I feel like posting on is some positive. Somebody's got a question, I answer it. You know, here's one right here. Here's where me, you know, I've actively answered some of this in here. I'll do that quite a bit, y'all. You know, you want to be part of your Facebook group, and it's kind of making a footprint for yourself, and your downline will see it as well. You'll be surprised how many times downline will. Here's another one I've done right here, and it starts adding up. People start seeing you being a part of this, and then I see Austin Brewer. I see Alberto Santiago, see both these right here. They're doing the same thing. And here's Travis. Here's one of my downline also, you know, talking about it. I come in here and I reply to this. He's one of my downline. Got quite a few downline, actually. There's me, you know, answering right here also something. You know, to me, it's just being active in the Facebook group itself. Here's one of my downline right here. You know, that's the one I put on my timeline. Okay, here's one of my downline right here. So I'm saying, I mean, but I just want to be active and show people that I'm active in the Facebook group. But understand, as valuable as showing I'm active, I do not want it to take up all my time to where I was applying action. Okay, because applying action and getting seen is going to bring you new people in. When I first started my last online business, y'all, I would go ahead, I use my phone to do Facebook, and I would stand 90% of the day, if not more, that I didn't even go into my Facebook group for the business. Now, right before I went to bed, I would go there then, and just to make sure everything was good, did I have any downline or asking questions that maybe didn't ask me directly or something like that. Y'all, to be honest, I don't think that's a bad thing to be part of. If you want to put so much action in this thing and apply action and stay focused and just put your head down, and then when you come back up for air, then go into the Facebook group. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. If you want to do that, I'll highly suggest it, to be honest. But whatever way you want to apply action, that's fine. Just make sure you continue to get out here. Okay. Not giving downline a game plan. All right, y'all. That can be a pretty big one. People come into the business. If you haven't give them a call to action or tell them exactly what, you know, the first milestone is getting 50 ad packs. If you know the business is real, you know, just go ahead and sign up. It doesn't cost anything. Come on in and we'll get you in the Facebook group. I'll welcome you into it myself, just like you saw I did, you know, at least one or two of the things you saw earlier from new people I've just sponsored this morning. Then, you know, then to me, you got to give them a game plan. Reaching 50 ad packs, I think, is a really good milestone for a lot of people. If they can go ahead and jump in big, then go ahead and tell them and let them understand that jumping in big in the business has got a benefit. When you go big, your downline is way more likely to go big as well. Okay, so going big in your business will influence other people to go big, and you'll be surprised that alone could change your life. It's very, very important. If they can't do that, that's fine. But understand, if you don't give people a game plan, they're going to buy one ad pack and just sit there. You know, Traffic Monsoon's really not going to do a whole lot for them as far as the profit shares go. At least as a profit share business, besides the aspect of it. If they're only going to get one ad pack and they don't really understand what's going on. Okay, so you really need to focus and give people a game plan. Let's say if they start off with 3 ad packs. And a week's time in 7 days at $1.10 a day, that's 7 times 3 is 21, is $23.10. Then after that first week, on that 7th day, then they can add another $26.90, and then they'll have their 4th ad pack. Then next week they can, so I'm saying you got to give them a game plan to help them get to that next level. Now, whatever that game plan is for them, that's their game plan. I have some people, every time the account balance hits $30, they'll go ahead and add $20 to it and get another ad pack. It's whatever game plan. Some people say $35 and then add to $15 to get the ad pack. It's your game plan. But give people examples of game plan. One of the most popular ones is probably Rob Frazier's Broke Man's Plan. I would suggest that. It's entirely up to you, whatever works out best for you. So that's pretty simple, but very important. Give people something to go for. You know what I'm saying? Number 5 is reaching out to your downline, being accessible. Now, y'all, I can already tell you, this one here is got 2 things going on here. Number 1, when you sponsor a lot of people, sometimes, when I first sponsor people, especially when they're brand new coming into business, I expect a lot of questions. If they're applying action and I know they're out there, I will put them prioritized, way up there on the very top. I'll reach out to them. I'll do anything I can to be accessible to these people, because I know that they are the ones who are really trying to do this. You know what I'm saying? I will watch them when they post on Facebook and let them know. I got a lady named Miss Trudy. She does an excellent job. I feel like she does, and she's constantly getting out there on Facebook and posting in groups, and she's getting results. Okay, and I'm proud of her. I'm very, very proud of her. She's not even in my downline, and I'm still reaching out to her. You understand what I'm saying? It's not all about the money. It's about helping people to get somewhere, to be honest. But I'm very, very proud of her to see what she's done. When somebody first comes in, here's a big thing that I've learned is, let's say Jim just came in, and I haven't heard nothing from Jim for the next couple of days. Nothing wrong with just reaching out to Jim and say, hey, as soon as I see him pop up on Facebook on the right side over here, I'll just say, hey, Jim, this is, just seeing if you need anything or if you had any questions. And that's it. Okay? You will be surprised. Now, I don't want to be pushy. I know he's in the Facebook group. I know he sees me being active. I know he sees my timeline. He's getting all this in. He's absorbing it in. Now, sometimes Jim will have a problem and hasn't told me. When I reach out to him with something as simple as what I just said, hey, Jim, just seeing if you need anything or if you had any questions, and put a smiley face or something like that. A lot of times, Jim would reach out to me then and tell me about his problem. Y'all, I'm going to tell you, you'd be amazed at how many times I have somebody go active right then because I reached out to them first and found out they had an issue that was simple that could have got it fixed, and their next, another active member had just taken place because of it. So reaching out and being accessible helps an awful lot, but don't be pushy. You know what I'm saying? Just let them know, hey, buddy, if you need anything, I'm right here. Give me a call if you like. And that's all you got to do. Really, that's what I would suggest. I would not push anything else. They still got the autoresponders going out, all sorts of things, and just make a footprint for yourself so they can see it and you're doing your job. Number 6, dealing with roadblocks and helping downline. Deal with them as well. Okay. Now, on my timeline, I'm going to do this real quick. Let's see, it's my timeline here. Let's get back to my timeline. Hopefully it won't take that long to load up. Okay, I'm going to show you this, y'all. On my timeline, here's one of the issues we had recently. Okay, here's an update from Charles. Okay, Rev Shares is being fixed. We have ran out of space on the servers due to this. So every hour it wasn't showing up. Okay, well, I've seen it when I first came in, to Traffic Monsoon. That was about 2 or 3 days that the Rev Shares didn't take place for a few hours or something like that. And they were working behind, on behind the scenes to get everything fixed. And when it was fixed, it all came back as a lump sum. You didn't lose anything. It was constantly being calculated. The only thing difference was it just wasn't being added to it at the time. See what I'm saying? So when you looked at it, it wasn't showing. But the whole point was it worked. And I want my downline new people to know this. And I posted out there not just for me, but for, thanks Sean for keeping us all informed. Now, I'm not the only one, that's got this, but it's nice that I put it out there so that everybody that's in my friends list can see this also. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, it's very valuable information, and they can be considered a roadblock to some degree. Okay. Now, to me, if I figure this out, I know the answer to whatever the roadblock is. Now, I'm also going to try to help my downline understand it as well. Okay, here's one of the newest roadblocks I personally came into. People were coming into Traffic Monsoon using bank wires because Payza was taking too long. There was 200,000 people trying to make it accounts with Payza, and it was overwhelming Payza from Traffic Monsoon alone. So I wanted to come up with another answer. I came out with doing bank wires. Well, that was the thing, but I also had to teach my downline exactly what to do to make sure they did it correctly, that they had their username up there and stuff like that. Well, now I've got another issue now that's just recently taken place. Some of the banks are simply saying there is nowhere to put your username. So again, I'm looking at another roadblock. How am I going to get over this? But instead of rolling over and playing dead, you just get out there and you figure it out. And you can look at me as going through the jungle, but I've got my downline behind me. I say, okay, y'all, okay, come this way, come this way. I'm trying to help them to figure out the roadblock, how to go around it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so staying connected, educating yourself, asking questions, and have the answers for your downline will help you a lot when it comes to roadblocks. Okay, and don't think you won't have roadblocks. Everything that you stay focused on and getting out there to is going to have roadblocks. If not, if there weren't such things as roadblocks, every person would be rich on Facebook and YouTube that does online business. You know what I'm saying? Without the roadblocks, a lot of people hit their heads on and quit. And I think sometimes God does that just to see, are you going to quit? Do you really want to do this? So just take it for what it is, get over it, and keep going. Okay, every business I've ever been in has had some kind of issue, so it's not that big of a deal. Not having a way to impress and show your business. Okay, y'all. Well, you can argue and say that YouTube, right by itself, it's a very powerful tool. It makes a footprint for yourself. And people can listen to you. They know that you believe in your business. They know you're being sincere. They know that you're committed to it. They can look back and see how many video after video. Probably got 200. I don't even know how many videos I got. I think I have about 300 videos, something like that. I don't even know. But I got 841 subscribers, 89,301 views. And I'm not putting this out every day. I go maybe 2 or 3 a week, and that's about it. 3, 4 weeks, something like that. Whatever I feel like doing it, that's when I do it. Okay, but the whole point is not having a way to impress. Is I need a little more than just this that people can come through. Make sure I could give my referral link and put it here, but even the referral link, there's little things and little tricks I've learned in Traffic Monsoon that'll help them come underneath a coded page with your name on it. So little things like that. And to me, y'all, I can already tell you, I haven't found anything better than Power Lead Systems, and our whole group has made it to where it is a massive source for Traffic Monsoon to bring people in, to let them understand the game plan behind it, and also you get paid. I get $900, $1,100 a week average with Power Lead Systems alone. I came in this a little backwards. I knew Power Lead Systems before I did Traffic Monsoon, and I quit my job with Power Lead Systems in my previous business I was in. So I knew how powerful Power Lead Systems is. So obviously, that's how I made my own page. And, like I showed you earlier from right here, this is my own little simple, very simple Traffic Monsoon page I've made. I put in things I want to put in. I change things all the time. Got my own, I'll show you another thing I created too, my own free training page. Check this out. So I got my YouTube channel right here. And if you scroll down, you see video after video. Now listen to this. Here's game plan. One of the things I was talking about earlier. The importance of diamond. Is me showing you how I get 60 to 100 leads a day in Facebook. I've got page at how to do YouTube videos. This is my own training page. Then on the bottom down here, I've got new banners for Traffic Monsoon. I've got banners from different people. Got share codes from different things for people who make funnels, and stuff like that. So to me, Power Lead Systems is the answer to Traffic Monsoon, but not only Traffic Monsoon, in any business you believe in that you want to make something good for your downline. This is not hard, y'all. It really is not hard at all. If you can take a screenshot, upload it, and then write some words in, you're just about done. That's what it takes for Power Lead Systems to put something together. Let me see. So not having a way to impress and show your business. To me, having a good funnel and being able to show people that you believe in your business and branding yourself is a tremendous help in any business that you decide to do. Okay, and if they click that, it goes straight to my actual referral link, and that's very valuable. That's me on my Facebook. Again, that's very valuable, and that's Power Lead Systems, and this is how people, so I show them as well, and I have another video for that. Okay, let's get back on the subject here. Okay, not making a footprint in the online business world. No online business real estate. That's what a lot of people call it. No online real estate. That means that you're getting seen. Okay, that's why I said earlier over here, to me, you want to get seen as much as possible. If you notice, well, if you're watching this video, if you look to the right over here, you might see a couple of different people's names over here, right? Rob Fraser may be one. Frank Calabro may be one. Was it Sunell? Maybe one. There's no telling who you're going to see right here, but you're going to see a list of names right here on the bottom right a lot of times while you're watching the video, or while you're picking videos. To me, that is showing a footprint right there. You know what I'm saying? Now, the good thing is, y'all, anybody who makes it in online business has made footprints. And it's obvious because you can follow those footprints. Why? Because they wanted to be seen. The whole point of this was them to get seen. You understand what I'm saying? If you're not where you can get seen, then what kind of footprint are you making? You know what I'm saying? Now, let's go down here to this YouTube video right here from 4 weeks ago. 253 views, right? Who's going to say that 254th view isn't going to jump in, and let's say a year from now, as far as that goes, this one video is going to touch how many people? You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, they know I believed in my business. Always. And to me, that's just extremely valuable. Making a footprint, I don't care how you do it, whatever way you want to get out to the people, making a footprint makes a huge difference in your online business. Okay, here's one. This is a pretty big one too. Worried about what friends and family will think. Okay, now to me, out of all that, I had 10,000 plus leads I had come through my business in the last year. Out of 10,000 people, do you know how many people that I know personally? 2. What does that tell you? That your family and your friends are not going to know what you know about business online. They are not going to see what you see. They're not going to get the big picture. And see, the thing is, family and friends, especially family, they know what they know and they want to help you, but when you're doing something differently, then they don't know how to help you, and sometimes they wind up hurting you in the process. Okay? Have you ever heard that saying, it's not the mountains that stops you, it's the little pebble in your shoe, or some word like that? To me, y'all, I don't think there's a bigger pebble than your family and your friends when it comes to online business. So in my opinion, you may have to just be, if you go ahead and understand this, tell your family and friends what you're doing and just smile, because they're not going to understand it. I can already tell you that. I make more than 2 to 3 times what I used to make in my online, in the real business world, sitting on my tail being dad every day with my little boy, going to Myrtle Beach, doing whatever I want to do, taking a day. Yesterday I went to the park. I've gotten where I started walking and running about 2 miles a day, taking deep breaths, y'all. I was the only man out there at the park. I've been free for almost a year, and I kept looking up at the sky, kept looking at the squirrels, kept looking at the birds, kept looking at the trees, felt the wind blowing on me, taking deep breaths, thinking to myself that if I hadn't have done, took the paths I've taken and believed in my business, I wouldn't be right here today where I'm at in the park. You know what I'm saying? Because working 65 hours a week ain't no joke. Standing on your feet the whole time. I eat 1 time a day, and I had 30 minutes to eat. And my body was used to that because I'd done it for so long. And every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I worked 40 hours in 3 days. It's just a shame to know that I wake up some mornings and make more money already than what I would have done working 13 hours running my tail off. Not including just wasting gas and stuff like that. Your friends and your family know the lifestyle that you used to live, or I used to live. And my family and friends, my family, to be honest, y'all, I'm going to tell you something else real quick. They used to have family get-togethers and they wouldn't even tell me about it because they knew I couldn't come because they were always on the weekends. I love my grandma. I love my aunts, my uncles, and stuff like that. I love my dad who's got Parkinson's disease. I wanted to be there for the family get-togethers. Now when we have family get-togethers, I'm the very first one there. I even help them set the place up. And my aunts, they know I don't have a job. I still think they think that I'm hard up on luck. I don't really know what they're thinking, but I can tell you this: all I do is just smile, and I'm not going to try to explain anything to them. There's no reason for me to try to explain something like that to them. They're not going to get it, to be honest. But I don't need that. Your business is going to be built by people that are total strangers to you at the beginning, and I can already tell you that. I can confirm that for a fact. All right, number 10 is setting goals. Y'all, if you don't have a goal set, how are you going to know you're going to get there? How do you know you reached it? You know what I'm saying? I used to have a dry erase board in the kitchen. And now, I had learned to make goals. When I was 19 years old, my dad was in Amway. And I read a lot of great books that have just totally changed my life, at least the way I think about certain things, and it's put me on the right track. My little boy's just turned 9 years old, and he's the exact same way. I know good and well he's learned things that he never would have known, and I wouldn't have known at his age because of what I read when I was 19 years old. But y'all, setting goals and posting it up so you can see it every day, when you believe that you can reach them, it happens. Something magical happens. It's because you're staying focused the whole time. You got a magnet in your hand, little metal shavings, and you're just pointing at it the whole time. And the metal shavings are slowly getting closer and closer and closer to you. And you realize if you pull away and point in another direction, it's going to stop. So you don't. You stay focused and you keep going. That is why goals are reached. Okay? Don't give yourself some ridiculous, too crazy big goal. Nothing wrong with having a big goal, in advance in the future, big goal. But give yourself realistic goals to reach. Y'all, I'm going to tell you, my little boy and me, his mom moved out and it was just me and him. And he was 1 year old, to be honest. And she's a good mom. She's a great mom. But I had set goals for myself that seemed almost impossible at that time for what was going on in my life. And something as simple as buying a four-wheeler, hitting the Myrtle beaches, doing things that need to be done to the house with a little boy. You try to get on the roof when you had a 1 year old. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Every second, either I was working in here, and I need to get on the roof and put some shingles on the house because of the windstorm. Even you'd be surprised, y'all, how time consuming when you're a single parent. And any projects I had on the house that should have been done in 2 days will take 6 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because of the amount of working and being a dad and stuff like that. So me setting goals really got me accomplished a lot of things. And when I took that dry erase board down because I needed to, so I could start using to put people's names up here for Traffic Monsoon, I wanted to stay focused on who signed up and different things, to keep track of things, and my goals on that as well. But I have reached every goal that I had put up there on my dry erase board, and and to be honest, the more goals I reached, the more that I realized that when I write something down, it's going to happen. And now I've got on my kitchen. I did a video recently. I took some pictures up there on my kitchen as well, but on my kitchen, on my refrigerator, I have got my goals, and I have reached everything so far. It's supposed to be reached, 100 active members, 200 ad packs, 400 ad packs, 50 active members and stuff. When I write it down, I know it's going to happen. And when you start setting goals for yourself and you understand that staying focused and pointing, it's going to reach it. Now, out of all this, y'all, what actually is what fuels it? I've said it so many times in videos. What fuels all of this is belief. Belief gets you through all of this. And y'all, and some of this, it is a struggle, y'all. I'm not going to lie. It's not easy to get over all this stuff. But I will tell you this. I'd rather do this and become mental tough than to go work in 65 hours a week and have my little son being raised by a babysitter that I'm spending $500 or $700 a month on. You know what I'm saying? Plus the gas I'm wasting, and I'm not there for him. I go to field trips now. I do everything on my little boy. But y'all, to me, I'm real easy to get sidetracked. I apologize. This smile took a little longer than it should have, but just know that this is real, and that it can change your life. and that if you went to online business looking something, more than likely you needed some change in the first place. And changing the way you think, finding something that you believe in, staying focused, staying committed, show people on your timeline, stay active in the Facebook groups, and to keep applying action when you don't know what you're doing, and understand that your family and friends are not going to be there to necessarily help you on this one. You may have to take a path on your own. There's a saying, observe the masses and do the opposite. Okay? Unless your family and friends are all rich, then maybe that's not the path you need to be following. Understand what I'm saying? The ones that get this and understand this are going to be the ones that make it. That's all I can tell you. Y'all, if you're not in Traffic Monsoon, which mostly I think this has been for the people. I'll show you real quick. Now, if some of y'all know, Roadblock, PayPal came out, right? We took PayPal, it's gone, holding $63 million, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people whining and complaining. I put my head back down and went back to work, right? Now, this is February the 11th. February the 11th was the start over date. So basically, I had to start back over, right? Now, I'm going to show you. This is 1 month. This is March the 8th, $877. Watch this. March the 11th, March 13th, March 15th, 17th, 19th, 23rd, 26th, 26th. So that was what, $700 a day. 29th, 31st, April 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, 9th, 11th, 12th, the 13th, and today's the 15th, y'all. Don't you look at that. You understand what I'm saying? This is consistent income. This was about $6,000. Actually, it was about $6,000 just here. I made more with Power Lead Systems alone. This is since the rebuild itself. Do you understand? Now, I've also got two people that have got bank wires. One for about $300 and the other one for $500 that hasn't shown up yet. Okay? Understand that what I'm telling you is the truth. It's going to pay you. Okay? It's going to work and it's going to pay you. You've just got to get out there and stay consistent and do what I'm telling you to do. And all this, y'all, wouldn't have been here if I decided PayPal was too big of a deal with me and just dropped it. You understand what I'm saying? The business works. Traffic Monsoon works. Power Lead Systems is awesome. It works for anything that you make it work for. Show people it's the answer to whatever the business they want, and people are going to get in. I've made this long enough. I apologize. Y'all, if you need anything, just let me know. My phone number is down below. If you're not in Traffic Monsoon, go ahead and click the link that's down below. It's going to take you to the page I showed you a minute ago where I introduced you, me and my little boy. Sign up at Traffic Monsoon. Make sure it says Sean Powell is your sponsor. If you're in Traffic Monsoon and you need Power Lead Systems so you can use the share codes at Frank Solabro, or maybe you don't make your own and start branding yourself the way I have. Whatever you like to do, y'all, that's in there as well. If you need anything, just let me know. Appreciate it.